Hello?
My man, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going? It's been a while.
It's been a while. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you?
Yeah, doing pretty good as well, thanks.
It's
I'm
good.
just
I
trying
love
to
it.
turn on my video. Not sure why it's not working.
Yeah, all good. How's the week been? Busy or not too bad?
It's been quite busy actually, so I've just been trying to scale the agency, taking on more clients and stuff. So
There.
yeah, and I'm still working on my full-time job on the side, and I'm kind of getting a little bit more responsibilities there, so it's kind of piling up. So it's
Yeah,
a bit more of a pressure onto myself to try and scale the agency, get more clients, and
for sure.
so far, I have our last call I think was really good for me because I got a lot of value and a lot of golden
Mhm.
nuggets from the questions that
Love
you
it.
answered. Yeah, so I appreciated that, and
Yeah.
I think I had implemented enough during since that last session that I thought, okay, yeah, it's time for another one. Let's see, what else we can build on from here.
Yeah, yeah, sweet. No, I love it. I appreciate you reaching back out, booking another call, and
Yeah,
we jump into it. I guess if you want to give me another little quick recap on where you
yeah,
were at, where you're currently at now, what your agency
sure.
looks like, the kind of niche services you offer. Just a quick little recap just before I start answering stuff, so I can answer it accordingly.
Yeah, sure, man. So before we were always kind of aiming for the social media management, social media content creation side of things, but because I wasn't so experienced with lead gen and ads that way, but so many people we spoke to, like even when we run ads and book meetings with people, they're more interested in how many leads we can get them, how many, seller leads, buyer leads we can guarantee, things like that. So more than the social media side of things, we were seeing that people wanted, lead gen. So I kind of put in all my resources, all my time into really understanding, mastering that in this space. And I think I still got a lot to learn. But in that last, since we chatted, what I've tried to implement is the Go High Level funnel side of things. Before I was using it on my WordPress site itself, but
Mhm.
got Go High Level set up, got the automation set up. So the current way that we've been doing it is that I've been designing like a lead magnet for each client. So it was something like a suburb price report showing the latest prices that home properties are selling at, sort of the averages and things like that, and offering that with some ad creatives, video, photo ads,
Mhm.
targeting those areas. And once they download it, we have an automated process, asking them, hey, would you like a free property valuation? And
Mhm.
we had some follow-up texts going out. And it wasn't initially possible to do those follow-up texts SMS in New Zealand. It seems that, it's a long way to get it done, but I managed to find a service for Go High Level that can do it. So I've implemented that as well.
Nice.
Yeah, so just kind of been building on that. Before that, I was using the Facebook and Instagram automation. So it would start a chat and we'd have an automated bot asking the questions, kind of
Okay.
like how you guys do. Yeah, it was okay. I think, booked one valuation from that, but
Okay.
since then it's not, I still haven't gotten enough results for the clients to, I appreciate that they trust me and they've stuck with me for this long, but they're also two kind of newbies into the scene. It's their first year.
Okay.
So it's like, they can't afford someone more expensive, but they're willing to stick with me because I'm, trying different things and they can see
Mhm.
I'm putting in a lot of work to get it.
Yeah.
So yeah, but on the buyer side of things, we had a good win last month with about 50 leads for one property for one of my
Okay. Wow.
guys. So that was cool. So we got a good volume, but still like the number of like interested people who wanted viewing, I think it was only two out of the 50. So
Okay.
yeah, so that's kind of where we're at, and I'm just wondering what I might be doing wrong or like what I might be missing to try and get some more quality people through the door, and ideally get to the point where I can get one of these guys at least one or two listings because at the end of the day, that's when I go to other prospects and I'm be like, hey, for this guy we managed to get a
Yeah.
listing, so we're proven. Yeah,
Okay. Sweet.
that's
Makes
why
sense.
that's why we're here.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So, you have two clients right now, and then basically right now you're implementing a lead magnet offer, and it's
Yeah.
customized for them, the area. So, what are the current lead? So, what? Explain to me what the biggest bottleneck is right now. Then for you, is it just the lead quality perspective, basically?
Basically, yeah, not getting enough high intent people through the door for these clients. Yeah, we're getting a lot of, people just browsing or just, checking out the document, but not necessarily. So I suppose it might have something to do with the trust they have or like, I guess the visibility my client has in that space. Maybe, maybe, they're not, the trust isn't built up enough that they're taking the next step with this guy.
Okay, sweet. And are these clients in New Zealand or do you reach out in like the US and Canada?
So far, I'm just focusing on New Zealand because I
Sweet.
guess like since I'm local, it's like an appealing factor for people here where
Yeah.
they consider someone. And there's a
Okay.
lot of competitors, especially from Australia, working with New
Yeah.
Zealand clients. So
Where are you
the
located in New
fact that
Zealand?
you, I'm just, are you familiar with Auckland? Auckland is about the biggest city, and
Okay, yeah. I was gonna
I'm
say I've
about
heard.
1 hour away.
Okay.
Yeah, just like one hour south. So kind of
Dude, I've
like
wanted
you
to come to New Zealand so bad. I might have to just come there and you gotta give me a little tour guide.
For sure. Just reach out because we do that for a lot of our friends and family that
Yeah.
decide to
That's
visit.
sick.
So we show them all around and go on hike, all the beautiful
Have
places.
you
So
are you
yeah,
born and
definitely hit
raised
us up.
there?
No, I moved here. I lived in Canada, if you remember, from
Oh, were you in
2008 to
Vancouver?
10. No, no, Waterloo, Ontario.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck, that's crazy. I didn't
yeah,
know
not
that.
far from where you guys are, I think, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, it's not far, yeah.
yeah, from there I moved to Canada, from to New Zealand in 2010. So I've been here since, and we're citizens now. So just,
That's
yeah, feels
crazy.
like home.
Yeah, that's nuts. Holy.
But originally, my family's from the Maldives, so we've just kind of been
Holy
moving
shit.
around a little bit.
That's crazy.
Yeah. If
Wow.
you're going
Okay.
there as well, let me know and I can recommend some places.
Yeah, 100%. I've always wanted to go there too. You live in some crazy spots. Those are some bucket
Yeah,
list
man.
destinations for most people.
Yeah, exactly. A bit out of
That's
pocket.
sick. Yeah, yeah. Okay, awesome. So, yeah, current lead magnet offer, they're both in New Zealand. Biggest bottleneck is just from a quality perspective. So, explain to me what it looks like. Have you been running ads strictly on Instagram and Facebook?
Yeah, just
Okay,
Instagram and Facebook because I didn't want to dabble in Google Ads
yeah,
and have something half baked on both sides. So I wanted
makes
to really
sense.
master this.
And has it been strictly still image ads or any videos?
Whenever my clients, both of them are pretty, okay with video, so I get them to, okay, on occasion on for different campaigns, record one or two videos that relate to that campaign. And sometimes the videos popped off, other times, they're performing better, so I
Mhm.
optimize it accordingly. Yeah,
Okay, so here's the thing from that perspective. Here's one tip that I'll give you. Running 1 to 2 videos sometimes isn't enough just because you ran,
yeah,
one video and it didn't work. That's, you gotta split test more than that. Because here's the thing with videos, what a lot of people will complain about, and even what a lot of agents will complain about is lead quality. That's legitimately what everyone basically complains about. So,
yeah,
I start asking some questions and I say, oh, okay, they say, yeah, the people aren't serious. They don't answer the phone or they answer, they say, who are you? Why are you calling me? I didn't opt into your ad. I didn't need to click that, the same old stuff. And the reason why those leads are saying that is because they don't know why you're calling them. They don't know who you are because they can't correlate you with the ad. They're clicking on
right.
it regarding a seller guide or a neighborhood report or a custom list of homes. So where throughout that entire user experience does that lead learn more about Johnny and hear his voice and see his face and know who he is? They don't.
Gotcha.
So then when you
Yeah,
call that lead and you say, hey, I'm calling on behalf of Johnny, you clicked on it, they're like, I don't know what the fuck. Who are you, buddy? I have no idea what you're talking about. I opted in to get this
gotcha.
guy.
Yeah,
I have no fucking idea. That's genuinely what they're thinking in their head. So with the video ads, now people actually put a face to the business and they can correlate and say, "Oh yeah, I remember Carter. I clicked in his ad because it was a video. They saw my face, they heard my voice, they knew who it was." So there's a correlation there. So I would
yeah,
definitely try and split test more videos, like really dial in some good scripts and get them to film like 4 or 5, 6 different videos and see if any of them pop off, and then do a proper split test and compare because just because an image ad's performing better from like a cost per lead perspective compared to a video, at the end of the day, if
yeah.
it's not getting good quality appointments and it's not getting a good lead to appointment percentage, then who really gives a fuck? You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
But
Yeah,
if the
makes
video
sense.
is getting double the appointment and your image ad getting $5, but the video gets 10, but the lead to appointment percentage is way better and the quality is better, well then
Mm.
it makes more sense to run the video ad at a $10, $15, $20 cost per lead because it's actually getting tangible
Getting
lead.
better people.
Yeah,
Yeah, makes
so
sense.
definitely that's the first thing that I would try doing is
Yeah.
split testing more videos. But then walk me through still what this looks like. So image ads right now for the most part. Then what? They go to
Yeah.
an instant form or they go to a landing page.
Yeah, so I've made an automation similar to, your snapshot,
Mhm.
where if someone fills in the lead form, it's automatically sent, the document sent to them via email, and there's a follow-up question at the end of the lead form as well. So do you want a free evaluation? Then
Mhm.
click here, and it goes to a Go High Level survey where they can fill it in. But so far, no one's filled in the survey, and that's fine. That might have to do with, just volume as well.
Mhm.
But otherwise, we also send automated SMS and email like every once after 3 days after, and then another
Let's
five
just
days
wait. Let's
after.
let's hold up right there for a second, just so I can break this
Yeah.
whole part down. So
Yeah.
lead form, that's fine, okay. And then they go right to the landing page, and you said no one's filled that survey.
Yeah. So far, no one's that I know that I've seen has followed up on initial lead form where they've gone to the survey.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they'll get redirected there regardless if they're submitted in the lead form. So that means, do you have the stats on that? Because you've probably gotten a lot of landing page views.
Let me have a look. Actually, I'll take a look after this. But I think as far as I understand, they have to click. The way I've set it up might be wrong. Then they have to click on a button at the end of the lead form to navigate to that site.
You've ever looked and seen, okay, yeah, like we have 300 landing page visitors here and 0 opt-ins.
No, I haven't actually. But
Okay, well,
I think I've just realized that I might have set it up wrong as well because what I've got it set up is that they fill in the details, but it's not automatically sending them to the landing page. That's what you got set up, right?
no, I think it's the same as you. I think it works the same for everyone.
Okay.
You have to click that button and then
Let me
it'll
just see.
redirect them. But
Yeah,
if
let me
you
just
want
see
to
if
go
I
high
can
level
see.
real quick, you can just click the landing page, go to stats, and it'll tell you how many views you have.
All right, cool. Let me just do that quickly.
Just because if you have over 100 and you actually have no opt-ins, or that you just got
The
a
landing page.
quick switch to the landing page, and you can be getting some actual,
So yeah, I'm just checking it now. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah, 1 sec.
It's recent, up to date.
Okay, so yeah, it has actually gotten some views. Only 13 though.
Okay.
Not so many. Yeah. So within the last, since the start of March, let me just see in the last 60 days. Yeah, in the last 60 days, there's almost 50 views, so 46.
Okay. So yeah, that's not enough to really get any data then yet. But yeah,
Yeah.
100, if you don't see an opt-in rate from the industry average is around 2 to 3%. So if you're not in there, then that's shit. But if you arguably want to be even and higher than that, just because you want to be better than
Yeah.
average. But
One question is how much are your cost per leads coming out from the instant forms? Because I think what I was concerned by was for those ones, I was reaching, 20 to 30 New Zealand dollars, and then it starts to feel like, this is the step where you're meant to get a lot of volume and, a lot of people through the door but since the number is so small, the number of people actually going to the next step is so little, it's going to cost a lot of money before it gets to the point where someone actually goes and submits the survey, if that makes sense. That was something I was concerned about.
Okay, the Canadian and New Zealand dollar is pretty similar, so we can just talk in New Zealand dollar or Canadian dollar.
Oh, okay.
It's like the exact same, so that's perfect from our perspective when we're comparing.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, that's dog shit to say it as possible.
Yeah.
If you're doing a lead form, especially you want it to be anywhere from 5, 10, anywhere below 10 is typically what you'd want from a lead form perspective. But so even from a quality perspective, how long have you been running these ads for?
Well, I've been changing them. As soon as the results aren't showing up and we've spent a considerable amount, that means it's telling me that the ads are not working or the offer might not be working. So
okay, so here, share your screen. So how many? Well, we'll talk about one client, I guess. I'll let you share your screen first.
Yeah.
Let's go to an ad account.
It's the same kind of setup that I'm running for everyone. So can you see it here?
Yeah, it's just loading up here. It's just a black screen here now. I don't know. Okay, there we go. We're good. Okay, sweet. So go to this guy's ads manager. Yeah, go to all the campaigns, and then just those are your 2 campaigns, or did you run all of these?
So currently, this one's a property he's selling, so I'm running some ads there. But the latest campaign we did, was this one here for the lead magnet. So it's like a suburb report, and he's targeting 2 different suburbs.
Yeah. So just select all the campaigns that you've ran, or have you ran all of those for?
Most of them, yeah. So
okay, so just
see there's lead gen. There was a recent sales, lead gen, messenger bot, all this kind of stuff.
Okay, yeah. So select whatever ones you've ran, just so we don't take his data.
And what did you want to take a look at? So you can see here, I'm getting.
And then max this out.
Yeah, the dates.
I just want to see how many leads you've gotten. So 28 plus, we'll say 10, 38, 30, 45.
So this was a similar, yeah.
So you've basically gotten 50.
Yeah.
Give or take a few.
And so far I've been managing to get leads through the door, which is great. I'm getting some numbers showing and actual people filling in the details and grabbing whatever we're advertising. But yeah, I think the cost per lead isn't the best. Let me slide this down.
Okay, so wait, so this one with the $12 cost per lead though, what is that?
Yeah, this was the recent one. So this was working pretty well, I'd say. So this was like a, property cover with this.
Yeah, so I'm curious.
He wanted to reallocate his budget towards like his property ads, like the one he's trying to sell. That's the thing, like with some of these newer agents, like they don't have as much budget to run multiple different angles at the same time. So he wanted to
Mhm.
divert some of his budget towards advertising his new campaign. But yeah, this one was doing pretty well, and I ended up changing the ad as well, so twice. And yeah, so this one was getting more leads
Yeah,
at the moment.
no, that's getting a good cost. That's getting a pretty decent cost per lead. So the
Okay.
problem here is definitely lacking in data. Like you don't have enough data to
Right.
really make any proper decisions. Like 45 leads bad is
Yeah.
like nothing. Like we get,
Okay.
like it's tough to because there's no data there. Where like if you told me you got in the last month and a half you got 100 leads and no appointments, no nothing, and it's like okay, well you can make a real proper decision here, but if you've been running these for the last while and there's been 45 leads, it's just hard to say because this is the thing in real estate. It's extremely high ticket. It's like selling a coaching offer of like
Yeah.
$50,000. So
Yeah.
all
It's
you're
not like
looking for is
e-commerce where they go and buy
yeah, all
something
you're
like straight
looking
off the
for is
bat.
one person. Like one
Yeah.
person, and you're getting a fucking like 30x ROAS. So it's
Yeah.
hard with just 40 leads. Whereas if you're selling a $20 hoodie, it's like okay, well now I have to sell another 70 hoodies to try and get back here. It's like this guy can sell one house and get a 40x ROAS overnight. So
Yeah.
um,
Let me ask you there, like what numbers did you look at? So you looked at the number of leads
yeah.
versus the time, right? So to say like, to make a conclusion that this is not working is too soon, like too early right now without getting, testing, right?
What I would be looking at right now is like, okay, this has a good cost per lead, beautiful. That's all I want to really see right now. And that
Yeah.
this specific ad would have to get to like 50 leads. Yeah, like this singular ad would have to get to like 45, 50 leads for us to make like an actual proper decision and be like, okay,
Right.
we've gotten 50 leads, like we've had no appointments basically. One percentage is zero. Well then fuck the cost per lead. This isn't working. We need to try just something completely different because this is not getting any appointments. So what I was
Gotcha.
going to say to you is that if this had like 100 leads, then I was going to say, okay, just go straight to a landing page and see what happens. Like the
Yeah.
form's not working. Clearly quality isn't good. Like you can get volume, but quality is not good. So just even still right now, you've gotten 45 leads and you've just figured out that quality isn't really good. Um,
Yeah.
so I would even just go straight to the landing page, optimize the landing page, wait till the landing page has like 100, 200, 300 views. If your opt-in rate's terrible, try and fix the opt-in rate, just to
Yeah.
actually try and get better quality.
Cool. I think I was initially like looking at the cost per result and then, judging whether it's working or not, because I think I was trying to, under $5 per lead here. But yeah, what I'll try to do is I'll try to keep this running until we get, like 100 leads, and then we can decide, probably make a better judgment on what's working, what's not.
Yeah, yeah. I
Makes
mean,
sense.
even 40, 50 leads, at least you can say, okay, have we gotten any appointments? Like at least we need to see like, is there any appointments from this? Is our lead to appointment percentage legitimately zero here? Is there any hope?
Yeah.
Because yeah, you need at least to do a proper split test, change it up. But
Yeah. One
like
thing,
the way my brain would be working and the way we would be doing it is we start off running the ads, lead form to landing page, and then looking, okay, we're getting a shit ton of volume. How's the lead to
mhm,
appointment percentage? Okay, it's kind of low. Okay, well, we know we can get volume regardless. So let's just go right to the landing page now. Let's first look at what our opt-in rate is. Okay, it's half decent. Let's go right to the landing page and see if we can just go right to the landing page the whole time and get really good quality. And
mhm.
then you just optimize from there. If your opt-in rate's terrible, okay, well now
Okay.
let's change what this survey looks like and see if we can get a better opt-in rate.
Gotcha. So this is right now, this is the landing page that I've set up for this guy. That
I
same
like that.
campaign.
That looks good. That looks really good.
Simple. And I think I've followed, like you had a template and you're a snapshot. So I've just taken it and replaced it
Yeah.
with might be a little bit different, but I think yours, the one you showed me last time, had a video sales letter, like video, you sell video right here from the guy to record one
Yeah.
and pop it in here.
No, but yeah, this looks good. This looks the same as ours right now. So that looks good.
Yeah.
Some of them are different. Like for
Cool.
certain clients, we'll switch it up and do certain things just to try and increase the opt-in rate. But most part,
Yeah.
ours still looks the same. So
Just for curiosity, what kind of like first look at adjusting? So the headline, probably
no,
what would
usually
you?
it's just always the friction of the actual survey itself. So like some of them we'll just get rid of like this first question being what is the address of your property and make it all like checkbox questions or something like that, where there's like
Okay.
very minimal things for them to do. They just click like the checkbox, like no, maybe, or whatever. We just ask questions like that.
Oh,
And at
okay.
the end, we
Yeah,
get them like
yeah.
from their address. So it's just like different things to try and reduce the friction.
Yeah.
If you're trying to increase the opt-in rate, you're just trying to make it easier for them to actually go and answer these questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in terms of the other question was in terms of ad spend, like this guy, he agreed on $20 per day split between two suburbs. So this
Yes,
was
but
the one suburb. That's $10 a day. Do you think that's enough, or what is that something I should be asking to increase?
no, yeah, I mean, yeah, $20 a day is fine. We do actually do the 30, so it's fine. But if I had
Okay.
$20 a day, what I would do is I would run 4 different ads at $5 a day, wait for them to spend like 30, 35 each, and then, change it up accordingly. If there's two that are doing good,
Okay.
allocate budget.
Are those 4 different creatives or 4 different ad sets, or?
Yeah, we split test from the ad set. We don't do any like ABO or whatever the hell it's called now, CBO, whatever that looks like.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
create 4 separate ad sets, all $5 a day, and then let them spend like 30, 35 each.
Do you, for the ad sets, like how do you differentiate them? Do you have like different interests? Do you have different like what kind of targeting do you differentiate between each ad set?
No, they all the ad sets are the exact same. We just make them different just so they still spend their own amount. But the ads
Okay.
are the exact same. We're just split testing strictly like creatives in the beginning.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try that out. I'll try that out and see how that goes.
Yeah.
I just have a few other questions. So
Yeah.
basically, you can see I've gotten some leads. So I'm wondering, like,
Mhm.
is that enough to, tell someone, that I'm trying to get on board? Hey, like, we're getting these results for my clients, but they might ask, like, how many listings can I guarantee or how many leads can I guarantee? And
Mhm.
people that are smarter and people that are kind of experienced with this process, they understand, like, not all the leads are going to end up being
Yeah.
a listing or something like that, but they're just interested in the numbers and the details of people that they can call. So how would you go about, like, I'm also just trying to grow and figure out how best to bring in more clients on board. So based on what I'm doing, would you have any advice on how I could
Yeah.
go about that if you're in
Well,
my
walk me
shoes?
through what your offer look like. What do you have these people on? Are they on a free trial, or what's your offer going to be? Or yeah, walk me through what it looks like.
So these guys are currently on like 400 New Zealand plus GST per month,
Yeah.
and a variable ad spend rate based on what they can afford, whether it's like $10 per day, or right now they've both increased. One guy's on 15, the other this guy's doing 20 per day. So
Mhm.
that's kind of it. Like it's 400, which kind of covers my setup time and cost, like through the month. It's not
Yeah.
too much, but ideally, like in a sense, like 800 to $1,000 would be good. But because it's quite a lot of work sometimes, like changing these up, creating new creatives, creating a new lead magnet
sure.
here and there. So right now, like to scale it and to make it kind of worth the time I'm spending really low.
So it's
Yeah.
basically, $400 a month plus their ad spend. And then what's your like, do you have a guarantee? Say, is it a 3-month commitment? Or is it just month to month? If you want to leave whenever you can.
So with these guys, I've started initially at a 3-month, but we've kind of
Yeah.
gone beyond that. Like
Yeah.
they've stuck with me because they've liked the work and they have that trust.
Mhm.
So, and they kind of made the claim that they're growing their business. So far, like they don't see them leaving me
Yeah.
as well. Like it's a collaborative effort.
Yeah.
But let's say like if I'm trying to attract a bigger client, like every time I run ads, the way I attract clients right now is just through ads. So
Yeah.
I have like a couple different ads I run for the business, and they book a call. I chat with them and try to close. But a lot of them, they ask about how many leads we're getting, the quality of leads, are there any guarantees? And that's the kind of part where I think it's not been easy to convince them. And I think a lot of people are finding that, even 800, they find it's a bit expensive. 800 plus like 600 on ad spend, which is $20 a day, is
Mhm.
what I've been saying. Yeah. So yeah, I just want to try and streamline this process too, to get more people on board. So I'm testing with more people. Just growing the business as well.
Yeah. So first and foremost, for me, I've ran every different offer there is to run under the sun. Monthly retainers, month-to-month payments, quarterly payments, commission-based models, pay per lead, pay per appointment. Like I said, basically every different offer there's run under the sun. And for me, what's worked the best and what I've been doing for the last 2 years straight has been the pay in full model. So just a PIF model. The reason being for that is that you're never going to get people that are going to flake. So you get your payments, right up front, which is obviously awesome.
Yeah.
Realtors get paid in full as well. So a lot of realtors don't even want to really commit. Like they don't even like the monthly retainers. They don't like the feeling
Mhm.
of being locked into something monthly. but then a lot of them will also not want to do, pay in full. But for you with where you're at, you can be like, oh, okay, if that doesn't work, I can do the monthly. That's fine. I don't do this often, but I can, break it up for you. But the pay in full is way better. So
Okay.
if I were you, what I would be doing is like a 4-month commitment and make it like, 4K pay in full. That's what I would do.
Okay.
That's what my offer would be. And I would also have a strong guarantee. Like I would say, I'll guarantee, that you're like, this is honestly what I would be doing. I'm just going to tell you the exact offer what we run and what we do. It's just be a little bit lower and just do it. Operate on 6-month minimums or a year. Because here's the thing: there's two different approaches you can take with where you're at right now. You can either take the approach of I'm new, I'm grinding, my fee's cheaper because I'm just starting out. Like I have these one clients, I'm going to do this. I'm going to grind, I'm going to do this. But when you're talking to actual successful realtors or big realtors and teams, they don't really give a fuck. Like they don't even care about
they don't like the uncertainty, right?
Yeah, they don't. The 400, 800, 900 for the most part doesn't really matter. What they care about is time, and they just want something that's actually going to work. So they don't want someone who's not confident in what they're doing or they're new. Like I don't really care. I'm not trying to find something that's cheaper. I just want someone that's actually going to do something and it's going to work for me. So when you're trying to attract those higher level people, you need to be confident in what you're saying to them and what you're doing. Otherwise, you're not going to sell them on it. So even with the numbers, when you're hesitating and they ask you what's your cost per lead, you just need to just have those numbers. Say, oh, right now it's, $10, $9, whatever it is you have to say. If you got to just, white lie your way through it, it is what it is. Just do it. You're going to have a guarantee anyways. You're trying to make this stuff work for people. It's just kind of the name of the game. So if I were you, my offer would be is a 6-month minimum, $5K pay in full plus tax. I'd have your ad spend, and then I'd have a guarantee, like, you basically close one deal for the 6 months, or I'll fund you what you paid us. Because you have nothing to lose right now. So it's not like you have like a team that you got to pay or payroll. There's obviously expenses, but you have 2 people on retainer to kind of cover that anyways to save your ass. But like when I switched to pay in full, whatever it was, like a year and a half or basically 2 years in, everything changed. Like I went from doing 5K, I was doing monthly retainers. I was doing like 5K, 3K, 7, 5, 2, 3, 4. I switched to pay in full. The next month, I did like 46. Just from the close rate shooting up, and just from obviously you're collecting, pay in full, and the close rate obviously shot up. So I was in the same boat as you. I was just like trying to scale. I'm doing monthly retainers. People would leave. Some people wouldn't pay. They pay for the first month. They dip, and they're like, fuck this. I couldn't close a lot of people. So my offer, if I were you, would be a 6-month minimum, 5K pay in full plus your taxes, the ad spend, and then if they don't close a deal, they don't make their money back, you'll fund them what you paid us and have a nice life.
Cool. And talking about like, I feel like I'm not too bad in calls like that. I'm pretty good at like, I've done some sales call training and stuff as well just for this. But I think just not having like a guaranteed listing is what I'm kind of fumbling on at the moment. Yeah. So coming back to what you've seen with the ad setup, would you change tech stack, like the setup of it, like the flow of it, or is it more just about reiterating what
happens when a lead actually comes in? Like
so my clients get, it's like every instant form fill, or if they book an evaluation.
So they're calling the leads.
Do you think I should? I remember you said team, ISA is calling for them.
Yeah.
Is that something you?
Here's the thing. This is if someone's opting into an ad, that means they're shopping around. They're opting into a lot of different ads. You know what I mean? So if you're not calling them, they're getting calls from other people. They're getting texts. They're getting emails. Like this is literally just the name of speed to lead. Like we have a 10-second speed to lead system now, where within the working hours of the ISA, if a lead enters, they get a notification to their email, calling the leads in the first 10 seconds. So
wow, cool.
Very, very crucial speed to lead, and realtors, for the most part, hate calling and they suck at it. So for you to say quality is terrible, you don't even have quality control really. Like you have no control over quality. You're just listening to this guy yap about whatever the fuck he's saying. He's probably called the lead once, they didn't answer, and he's like, oh, an answer, they don't pick up, quality's terrible. Like, so you either got to start calling the leads yourself when you can. I know you're obviously, do you work from home?
Yeah, I work from home, but I'm not like the best at on the phone, like, but would you have like a script for your ISAs or anything that, you could possibly share, or
I can check out a script.
And how do you go about finding ISAs? Like, are there any like services for that, or what do you do normally?
Yeah, for you, the best thing is just going to be going online or like posting a little LinkedIn. You can post a LinkedIn ad. It costs like, like $5 a day. It gets a lot of good people. You can do Fiverr. There's another one. I forget what it's called, like PH dot, I don't know. Oh yeah, onlinejobs.ph or something like that, I think.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
forget what it is, but those three places you can go. For us, it's just all inbound. We just post a couple stories in the socials and it just works out for us. But those three platforms are pretty good. But yeah, you need to start controlling the lead calling because you don't have full control over lead quality right now. Like calling is the
Yeah.
literally 80% of this actually working. So
Okay, cool.
for that realtor to be
Right.
calling
That's
the
a really
lead
good point.
once or once he calls them once probably 12 hours later or 2 days later and says the lead quality.
Yeah.
But
I think in terms of that, like you're exactly right. One of them, I think he's quite slow to call. The other guy calls like the next
yeah,
day, immediate next day, but I guess that's still not enough time, right?
to think about it
What
from
do you
your
still,
perspective, if you're inquiring about something
yeah,
and you get a call like 2 days later, it's like, okay, buddy, like
yeah.
I'm already doing something else. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Do you call them at nighttime or like, a lot of some people fill it in at night, or do you call them like the next earliest the next day?
yeah, no. So if they're coming in at like 9 p.m., 10 p.m. because they're scrolling at night and stuff like that, they'll get called the next morning. But if they're within the
Okay,
working hours of like 9 to 7 p.m., then they're gonna get called within it's basically within 10 seconds. For now, is how it works for us.
gotcha.
Yeah,
Nice. Okay, cool. That's really good to know. I'll look into that and see how I can implement it.
yeah. Even for
Yeah,
you, I mean, I would just figure out and get good at lead calling because regardless, you gotta be able to wear every hat in the beginning stages, so no one can hold you
yeah,
hostage within
yeah,
your own business. You
yeah.
got to be able to, show them the ropes and stuff like that. So I would
Hmm.
get good at it. It's a good skill to have, anyways. But I would set it up if you do work from home. When a new lead enters your client system, you get an email right away, and you just quickly go on,
Just call them.
give the lead a call right away. You see a change in results as far as just being able to get those appointments.
Okay. Yeah, please share that script because I'll probably just, take a look and see if I can follow that to
Yeah,
start. That's awesome. Thanks so much.
yeah, no problem. I could
I
definitely
guess
do.
if you have a little bit more time, I just wanted to ask you, like, I imagine all your inquiries and bookings would come inbound now because of your YouTube and everything like that, right?
No, to be honest, they're not still. We don't get like a crazy amount of inbound. When we do, it's very easy to close. Like we get some inbound, but it's not like enough to have full time sale schedule and stuff like that. So we
Yeah.
still have all methods of outreach. We do cold outreach. We have paid ads. So it's basically organic
Yeah.
content, cold outreach, and paid ads for us.
Okay, cool. I think I need to do a bit more cold outreach as well because like it's usually goes pretty well. And most of these agents are looking for a service like this, especially,
Mhm.
they might have heard of a few, but they're unsure on the fence. But actually
Yeah,
speaking to someone, especially New Zealand, based in New Zealand part, is kind of
it
effective.
helps
So
you out. Yeah,
knowing that, okay, he's just, within a call reach, not in some, yeah, cool. I'll definitely try and implement the stuff that you talked to me about today, like, with the ads and with controlling the lead quality and everything like
yeah,
that. Let's see how it goes. I was really, keen to follow you up on that, offer of, like a 2 month program
mm,
learning from you. It's just like dropping like the full amount or, at the moment was a bit tough. We're
for
looking
sure.
at getting our own place. That's why it's like a little bit of different plan at the moment. So
No, no, for sure. It's all good. Yeah, I'll hopefully be dropping something here shortly, anyways, in the second quarter or whatnot. So if you
yeah,
ever want to join, you feel free, you definitely can. But um, yeah, no, I appreciate you reaching out once again, booking the call. Hopefully, you got some implement this stuff and it actually works, and you see some tangible results from it. I would definitely change your offer and try the painful, just because, like I said, I've already done it and
for
it
sure.
worked very well for me. So
Yeah.
um,
Cool. No, I appreciate it. I appreciate all the, everything you showed and everything, all the questions you've answered. Definitely going to try and implement it. Like I've been on the grind since our last chat as well. So
love
just
it.
slowly picking away at it and hoping for a breakthrough at some point.
I love it. Sweet. Yeah.